Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to RV 360 by National Indoor RV Centers, where we have all the details on the latest coaches. NIRVC is a trusted resource with RV lifestyle specialists who are here to help you find your dream coach. NIRVC also supports you well after the sale with storage, service, and detailing. So basically, we do it all. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and today I'm so excited to show you the luxurious, gorgeous 2025 Newmar King Aire. Now, before we get started, I have a couple things for you. First of all, I'm going to break this whole video down into chapters. So if you want to skip ahead to certain areas, you can. But before you do that, listen to the rest. What I love to do is share these beautiful coaches with you, teach you everything I can about the coaches, and then what I like to do even more than that is sell them. So make sure you give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. We want to be your dealer. We want to have customers for life. You are going to have support for the full time that you have this coach, the full time that you're RVing. That is our goal. So first and foremost, I love to sell coaches. Make sure you give us that call and give us that opportunity to earn your business. Secondly, I don't want to hear, well, you weren't in the state that that I reside, because we're RVers, so you can go anywhere you want. Same with National Indoor RV Centers. We have a fly to buy program. So we currently have 6 locations with more locations coming, but we will fly you to the location where we carry the product of your choice that works out best for you to take delivery. So we have a fly to buy. We'll plan that first trip for you. Come in, take delivery, spend a few days with us. When you're buying something like this King Aire behind me, you need to spend a couple days on our lot getting to learn all the features and functions of this coach, so that by the time you leave, you're nice and comfortable and you can start enjoying the journey. Okay, one more thing. Now I want to hear from you. Did I cover everything you wanted to see? Is there anything I left out? Love to hear your feedback, so please leave me a comment below. I truly want to make sure I'm giving you guys everything you want in these videos. So your comments and questions will only help me get better. So what's left? Let's get started. All right, so look at this beauty, nice and tall. This is 13 feet, 4 inches tall, just so you know that. Then at the very top, you're gonna see our marker lights. Right in the center, you're gonna see our first camera. So we've got the 360 view inside the coach, which is amazing when you're traveling down the road. So that is the first camera to contribute to that bird's eye view that I'll show you when we get inside. Then we have that gorgeous windshield. So this is what sets traveling across country in an RV versus a car. Like, you have this huge motion picture movie screen that you get to see the country through, and you sit up high, and it's phenomenal. I love how it kind of wraps around the edges, so you really get a nice view. And then in the center of the windshield, you're gonna see camera there. That is for your Mobileye lane departure system. There's a lot of safety features built into this. So you're gonna have like street sign detection. It's gonna see, read the speed limit sign, and then you're gonna have adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, electronic stability control. All the safety features that you can think of are packed into this. Most of those are down here below in this sensor. Next to that Mobileye, you're going to see a little circle. Now that's going to be the sensor for your rain sensing windshield wipers. So one of the things that you don't see on the King Aire is the windshield wipers. They tuck them right behind this front cap. So it gives it a really nice, sleek, clean appearance, which I absolutely love. And then they mount their windshield automotively. And then, of course, I love the King Aire badging across the front of the coach. I love to play the game with my kids of, which coach is coming towards us. Well, there's no chance you're going to miss out what coach this is as it's coming towards you, or if it passes you. And then you have the beautiful front cap here. Love the graphics, the Newmar logo here. And then right below here is that, where you have the sensor for your adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, what I mentioned earlier, all those safety features. We have our LED headlights. These are brighter than they've been in the past. They do have the auto high beam, and they do have the cornering fog lights. So upgraded light system, really nice. It's going to make it very visible, increase your visibility while you're driving at night. We have the chrome exterior mirrors. They're nice and pretty, but your mirrors are really your saving grace when you're driving. I love the bird's eye view. I love the cameras, but I still always rely on my mirrors. So these are great. They're internally controlled. You have the heat. They're heated for defrost. You're also going to have your blind spot sensor in there, your turn signal sensor in there, your camera. So when you put on your right or left turn signal, you're going to be able to see down the full length of the side of your coach to make sure it's safe to either change lanes or turn. And then you have your marker light turn signal here. First marker light of the passenger side of the coach, and then our blind spot monitor, first of those for the passenger side of the coach. We have the optional flagpole holder. So that's one of those things I haven't delved into yet. With Newmar, you can really custom build your coach. Now, when we're talking King Aire, a lot of things come standard, but to make sure whether it's a standard or an optional item, just give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. We have RV lifestyle specialists that are dying to help you build your custom coach. This is one of their favorite things to do. We have design centers at all of our locations, so you can actually put the fabric samples with a big piece of tile, with a big piece of the solid surface countertop or your quartz in the King Aire. It really makes it feel like you're building a custom home. So make sure you give us a call so we can help you determine what's standard, what's optional, and put together your beautiful custom built RV. Now check out this beautiful upgraded exterior. This is the Autumn Nights exterior. You have 9 that you can choose from. So you have your standard King Aire pink colors and graphics that are, you always get the 5 stages of cut and buff and 4 coats of clear. That's standard. On this one, this spends 6 more days in paint than your standard package. So you have graphics, inlays, patterns, all in there. So layers and layers of different masking. So basically there's 6 different masks on this exterior color, whereas your standard King Aire colors are just 1 mask. Pretty amazing and beautiful. The depth of this, you really have to sit back and look at all the different layers of pattern and ghosting. It's beautiful. It's phenomenal. And then you get diamond shield across your front cap and along all your baggage compartments, wheel wells, all that stuff to protect this beautiful paint job. One of the things that really makes the King Aire stand out is the amount of windows, and you'll really see this when we get inside. Outside, you can see that they are the frameless dual pane tinted windows. You'll also notice that we have the flush opening windows. So on the passenger's window, we've got one in the midship bath. Also the driver's side window is going to open up, but it looks beautiful. Along with that, we're also going to get those Girard awnings with the Nova pitch. So it gives it that bus-like appearance. Speaking of awnings, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here in Lebanon, Tennessee at National Indoor RV Centers, but it's getting a little hot. So I'm going to go ahead and take our awnings out. I've got the remote control here. So when I hit the 0 button, it brought out my entry door awning plus my 2 Girard awnings. And then check out the amount of shade that I'm going to start enjoying right now. That extra pitch really helps. Once I get them out, I can also turn on my LED lights. So I can just hit my lights on, got the LED lights. So we're setting it up for a really nice outdoor fun environment here. So a little awning safety tip from Ange. You do have the wind shaker on your Girard awnings. So if you have a big strong wind, they will retract. But you know, Mother Nature is extremely unpredictable. And so I only like to have my awnings out if I'm out enjoying the area that they are providing shade for or around my coach, just because you never know, a crazy gust of wind comes along and, you know, you just don't want to have awnings up over the backside of your coach. Not a good thing, not fun. So if you're using them, have them out. But once you leave your coach, if you go inside, go ahead and bring those in. We do have standard also are the power window awnings. So you can leave those out. They're much shorter. They'll provide that shade inside because you have such gorgeous windows inside. So the power window awnings, go ahead. You can put those out, but make sure your big ones you take in if you're not around. All right, so now that I've got my shade, I might as well, you know, figure out what program I want to watch, if there's a game or whatever. And then as a bonus, I can pop that out as well. I can direct it away so there's less of a glare for viewing. And then there's also a lever at the very top back. So you just pull it down. And now, watch this. I can tilt the TV forward, and that really helps with the glare sometimes. So they're trying to give you the optimal viewing position. And then you've got your Bose sound bar. So behind the TV to the side of the compartment, you've got the two 110 outlets plus the dial so that you can bring your dash radio out here, play it through the speaker so you can have it on TV and turn it off, and then you can have your dash radio. Along with the two 110 outlets, there's also an outlet above that you've got your TV plugged into, but in between there's two USB charging ports. Now that I've got my shade, my TV angle just right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some refreshing beverage out of my refrigerator freezer. So you can see how far this pulls out. You can even have your slides out. Feels really good. So you can set the temperature. You can make this either a refrigerator or a deep freeze. So if you want to, you know, travel with frozen fish across the country, you can do it. Or if you just want it to be drinks, you can do that as well too. So a couple cool features right here at the door. First of all, we have our key fob, so we can use that to get in. We also have the key, so we can use the physical key. And then we have the unique code that you can set so that if you want to let your friends in, if they've arrived to your motorhome before you and you want to let them get inside and cool off, you can easily give them your custom code. Now, what's also cool, just on the King Aire only, is that there's a sensor. So when you walk up, if you've got the keys in your purse, thank you very much. This is for me, I'm pretty sure, because I'm always digging through my purse trying to find the key fob. It's going to sense it just like it would in your automobile, and it will automatically unlock the door for you when you approach with the keys in your bag or in your pocket. So that's a nice feature. Another really cool feature is right here. So there is a doorbell cam. So when you ring the doorbell, now the people inside the motorhome can see who is at the front door. So just a nice safety feature. You can see them on the camera at the front dash. Also note we have a really beautiful lit handlebar that I like. That's at night too. Then you'll notice that we have the diamond shield around the beautiful chrome door handle, and we've got it here too. So those high use areas, they put the diamond shield, which is nice. Of course, we're only going to give you the best Michelin 365s all the way around on the King Aire. So the 365 tires really give you more of a cushion, give you a nicer ride. So like the bigger the pillow, the softer the ride. That's kind of how I equate your 365 tires. And we've got the beautiful aluminum Alcoa Durabright rims. So you just have to keep those clean. They always look pretty nice. You can polish them up really easily. And at National Indoor RV Centers, we are super concerned about your safety. We want our customers, you know, traveling, enjoying the lifestyle for a long time. So we want you to be safe. We are so concerned about tire safety that we developed a product called RetroBand. It's a run flat device made specifically for RVs, for the weight of RVs, and it's been tested multiple times on RVs. Go check out my video on RetroBand. It's a no-brainer. I think that every coach should have it. You just need it on your two front tires. It is warranted for life. And we believe in it so much. Our CEO actually drove a brand new coach and we blew a tire at 70 miles per hour to prove how this product works. So make sure you don't miss that video. Now, another thing that I really love that Newmar does is right behind the tire is a big metal plate, because your fuel line is right here. So your fuel fill for the passenger side is right here, and then they have the fuel fill on the driver's side as well. This is for your 165-gallon diesel fuel tank. That big steel plate protects your fuel line in the event of a front end blowout. So I really like that they do that for their customers. Then we have our second marker light and our first docking light for the passenger side of the coach. Now, also I want to check out in those baggage doors. Look at that, how there's no handles. I love it. We just have the little push button controls. So just with a little push, they open. And the same thing when you close them. You don't have to slam them. You can just gently, push them to close, and then they'll suck it in. So it's really nice. Also, you can see they're all blue right now. That means that they're open. They will light up red when they are locked. So our first compartment here, look how nice and big and roomy that is. A couple of things to talk about. We've got a little area here we could put some chairs in. Now this is new for 2025. So this is one of the big things they featured at the dealer meeting this year that I thought was so cool. So your wiring used to kind of be all over the place. Now they've got the wiring or the lighting boxes, whatever you want to call these. So they pull out easily. So this puts all your wiring in one spot, and you can see the looms in the back here. It's pretty cool to see, but everything is labeled and in its specific spot here. So this is way better for production, for consistency, for service. Our techs at National Indoor RV Centers are going to love this. So thank you, Newmar. So check out the opening here. I think this is the biggest opening for storage. Yep, by about 1.25 inches. I think the biggest I've ever seen before, this is 30. This is 31.25, almost 31.5. And then inside the compartment itself, let me go to that little rail there, 34 inches high. So massive, really nice. And then you're gonna notice the water resistant off-white lining here. That is really nice. And so things don't slip. They'll stay, I mean, they can still slip, but it's gonna help that. Next compartment is one of our pass-through compartments. So a couple things that I love. First of all, this shelf now comes standard. So one of those upgrades that you get. Why I like this is because it's even with the chassis rail. So makes this really easy for you to understand. You can see that my pass-through height now is 18 inches all the way across. So from the chassis rail to the top of the tray here, I have 18 inches of pass-through area. This area you could put something taller in without the shelf, but you're not going to be able to do your power trays because they're going to hit that chassis rail. So now they've just made this space available to you. And then you got your 18 inches of pass-through area. Now the tray does take probably another, let's see, it's a full 3 inches. So if you need more pass-through area and you don't want the tray, you can add those extra inches, but the trays really are a game changer. And these are powered. So look how far that extends out. You can almost get to everything that's on the driver's side of this pass-through tray. There's so much. I absolutely love that. It makes it so easy. You're not going to break your back and things out. I mean, you still can, be careful. And I also love that they give you this lip here. So that just lifts up. Now, if you have a heavy, tool chest or whatever it may be, you could just slide it right off the end and then put that lip back up. And you'll notice we've got some bars here. So I've never done it before. One of these days I'll have to do it in a video, just not today. Those are for, again, if something happens with your slide rooms and you can't get them back in, those are the devices that you would use to manually put them back in. And then we've got all the hoses and everything for our central vac kit. And we've gotten extra tiles if we for our bathroom area, in case you ever need extra tiles, they give them to you. In fact, I love those tiles. I might take them. No, I won't. Our second pass-through tray. So again, I'm gonna pull that out. I'm not gonna take this all the way out because you've already seen how far it comes out. We've got extra floor tiles if we need those. Our shelf. And then while we're down here, I just wanted you to take a look at the bracing. So this is the Star Foundation, strong, true, and robust. That is Newmar puts in once they get the chassis from Spartan to give it that extra rigidity and stability. It takes the beating from the road versus the house. Now there is a backup for your baggage compartments because you've got the power locks. If for some reason your button's not working, you've lost power, you do have a little lever here, and then there's a lock underneath That's going to allow you to open up the personal item compartments. And then on your lithium system, that's not a personal item compartment, I'll show you there's a pull tag so you can access that compartment without a lock. So the smaller compartment here, again, houses our refrigerator freezer that I showed you a little bit earlier. Then we have the filter for our central vac. What's really nice about this is now I can vacuum out my cargo compartments. I can also drive my tow vehicle up next to the coach, vacuum that out, all from right here. So I love that feature. Behind the cooler, you can see the controls for our shades, inside shades, and then you can see where all the cameras come together to give you that bird's eye view at your dash. And then the module for your Oasis hydronic heating furnace system, your fans and your heat loops. To the left, we have two 110 available outlets, and then we have a 12-volt outlet, and then two more 110 available outlets right here at the entrance of this compartment. So right in the center of the coach, you're going to see the olive green box. That's your Oasis hydronic heating system, which is your advanced diesel heating for your furnace and your hot water. So on-demand hot water. This has the double loop system, so it's easier for servicing. Very reliable system for your water and your furnace. So midship, you're going to see the second camera for our 360 bird's eye view. Then your passenger side security light. You'll see the window there for your midship bathroom. And then we'll go into our next compartment. So this is the Gladiator system. Typically, you're going to see in your other coaches, now 2025s, you're going to see sometimes that lighting box with all the wiring, or you may see a pegboard. In the King Aire, you get this standard, the Gladiator system. So you've got places for all your fluids, whatever you need to put there. Just nice storage here in the King Aire. And on the back side of this, I believe is where your freshwater tank is. What's nice about this is that you can kind of customize it for how you're going to use it. You can actually move that if you've got taller items or shorter items. So anyway, it really optimizes the use of this compartment. Then you may have noticed as I've opened up these different compartments that there's this drain. So with Newmar's, you do have an internal gutter system on your roof so that you're never going to have the water coming down the sides of your coach, those unsightly stains and stuff from water. That is not what that is though. That's actually a little drain for the top of your slide room so that you don't have water that just sits there. It will actually drain out through that. So when you bring your slide room in, you're not going to bring water into your coach. So just a nice system. Gutters on the top, and then those for your slide rooms. So behind this door is probably the most important compartment. And this opens this way. So a little bit, it doesn't open to the side like our other compartments. All right, right inside the door, since we just spoke about it, I wanted to show you the little pull tab here. If you need to get into this compartment because you've lost power for some reason. So that's really easy. You don't have to have a key for this one. Now inside this, we have our two Xantrax lithium ion power packs, and then our two 3000 watt inverters. So you're going to get 30 kilowatts of power from this system. So it has a battery management system of its own. Now, lithium batteries don't like it to get too hot or too cold. So this compartment is heated and cooled. Also, they're going to protect themselves. So then they get down to 10% of their charge, they're going to shut off to protect themselves. So it's a really intelligent system. Plus, you can watch all this from my Rosie app. Now, that's one of those things I can't demo for you because you really have to be the owner to do that, because you sign into it and you give them all the information on the coach. But what it will do is if you are sitting in Michigan and your coach is in Tennessee and the Auto Gen starts, it's going to, you can set it up in my Rosie that it sends you a text. So you can say, well, I'm monitoring the coach. I'm not sure why that went on, but you can look at it. So it's really nice. You can be in constant communication with your coach, what's happening when you're away from it through the My Rosie system. One of the cool features of the lithium system is you can run two ACs while you're driving or while you're camping without being plugged in, just solely off your batteries. So one of the things that I do love the way that Newmar did their lithionic system is that it runs through the kind of middle of the coach, and then it's evenly distributed across the whole coach. So great for weight management. Marker light and our second blind spot monitor. So that's going to capture everything going forward along here. And then we've got one for the back that will catch everything between those two blind spot monitors. That's kind of how it works. Then we get to our tag axle. This is a passive steer tag axle. How do I know that? You can just look at it and tell right away. So I kind of compare it to belly buttons. If you've got the Audi in the back at your tag axle and the Audi at the front at your front axle, then if they match, you know that you have a passive steer tag axle. That's why you can just eyeball it and know right away. That's going to give you a tighter turning radius. Here we have the DEF tank. So it's our diesel exhaust fluid. DEF does not like heat or sunlight, and it does have a shelf life of about a year. So if you're buying it at a Walmart or an AutoZone, just make sure you're checking that expiration date, and then just be aware of when you're filling your tank, how long it's been in there, because bad DEF will throw some bad engine codes and just cause you grief that you don't want to worry about. Right above the DEF tank, we have the emergency suspension fill and exhaust panel. So this is where you could fill your airbags manually if you need to. In the event that you need to be towed, this is where you could fill those. Hopefully you never need that, but they do have that there for you. And then right to the side of the DEF tank, you're going to see this little pulley here. This is where I can bleed off any moisture in my air lines. So you should probably just do that before every trip. So this is one of those features that I love. Newmar gives you an emergency egress door. No handle on the exterior of the coach, so it kind of just blends into the graphics, which is nice. But from inside your master bathroom, you can easily get out in the event that you need to exit your coach from the rear of the coach. It has a telescoping ladder, so it's super easy. You can use it. I like to use it for loading and unloading the coach. You just don't have to walk the whole length or go up the stairs. You just have someone inside that you hand all your clothing to. They can put it right in the closet and it's easy peasy, or obviously use it for emergencies. Our last marker light for the passenger side of the coach, and then our last blind spot sensor. And then we have our chassis batteries. Here are the chassis batteries mounted high, so really easy if you need to service them. Our power control center or fuses for the back half of the coach. And then we have our battery disconnect. And this is a resettable breaker here. So if something's not working, you may want to check that breaker. And then our disconnect right here is an air compressor for the rear cap so that we can lift up that grate so we can get to the engine. I'll show you that in a minute. For some reason, if it doesn't go up when I hit this little lever, you want to add air to the system right here. Now, if we are not lucky enough to have you as a storage customer at one of our National Indoor RV Center locations, where we store at least 300 coaches indoors, plugged into 50 amp service at all times, valet service, super easy. We want you to be able to use your coach year round. You want to make sure when you're storing your coach other places, if you don't have 50 amp service, that you are making sure all your battery disconnects are off, so that you don't have any parasitic draw on your batteries. Never fun to come back to a dead coach. All right, then we have our air dryer for the engine and our fuel water separator. And you'll notice that it says the Shift Group. Spartan is owned by the Shift Group, and this sits on the Spartan K3 chassis. So let's go ahead and extend that rear compartment door. Doesn't get any easier than that. All right, so let's check out the engine compartment. This is what you've been waiting for, right? So we have our coolant here and our little window. You want to make sure that's always full. If you do need to fill your coolant, you want to make sure that your engine is cooled off. You never want to do it when it's hot, so you can burn yourself. So just be careful there. Then we have a quick connect. So, this is a huge compressor. You can actually fill up your tires if you need to. It's not the quickest way or the easiest way from this air compressor from your engine if you need to. But you can also fill up your bike tires and your inflatables and your paddle boards. You can do that all here. So it makes it easy. Then we have our hydraulic oil fill here, engine oil fill, and our engine oil dipstick. Right above that, we've got our block heater for our engine. Now, if you need to plug in and use that, you are probably too far north and it's time to start heading south. So here we have the fill for our Oasis hydronic heating module, then our transmission dipstick and fill. And right above that, we have the air minder for our engine air filter. So when it gets up to here, you know that it's time to change that air filter. And then you'll see this big tube here. This is our air cleaner for the engine. So the ambient air is actually going to come in through that grated area there and then come down here into the air cleaner, and then it will go into the engine. Check out this beautiful rear cap and the graphics again. We've got the spoiler up top with our marker lights, Newmar badging, our high brake light. Just above that, we have our camera. Again, that's gonna give us that rear view look and the 360 view. Then we've got King Aire across the back of the grille. Very pretty. And we come down to our K3 chassis. So again, this is the Spartan K3 chassis, the 605 horsepower diesel engine, and it's got a 20,000 pound hitch. That means that you're going to be able to easily tow your stacker trailer with all your toys in it, and you're still going to be passing people going up the hill. So pretty impressive. Now we have added the additional camera for a stacker trailer here. So this is where you would plug that in. And then you've got your 7-way for your tow vehicle lights and your air line for your tow vehicle. And then you'll see at the very bottom, we've got the Newmar mud flap that just looks so nice, our exhaust. As I come around the driver's side, we've got our first blind spot monitor, first marker light, and then we have our side radiator. So side radiators are nice for the very obvious reason of what we just saw at the back. You know, way easier to service the engine when we have the side radiator. Plus, this just works more efficiently. We get the ambient air that it pulls in, so the fan doesn't have to work as hard. And then just a little radiator maintenance. You want to make sure those coils, just kind of keep them cleaned off. As you travel, you'll see debris that kind of gets stuck to those. Just take your garden hose, put your thumb over it, and then just gently wash those off. Again, no power hoses, no power washers. You got one standard on this coach, so don't use that. Just use a garden hose and keep that clean so that it works more efficiently. So right up here, we've got the vent for our dryer. And then we'll come down, we have a dual fill for our DEF. So you can fill it on the passenger side or the driver's side, which is really nice, depending on where you're fueling. Then we've got our beautiful tires and wheels, tag axle here, docking light, little storage here for our stinky slinky or sewer hose. You'll notice another window inside the King Aire. So a lot of people say, oh, you know, you get inside the King Aire, there's all these windows, but they don't all open. But they do, some of them do open, and you are able to get a cross breeze in the coach if you want it. Marker light, second blind spot monitor. So this exhaust is going to be for your Oasis hydronic heater, for your furnace and your on-demand hot water. This compartment is the other side of the battery compartment, so it looks just like it pretty much did on the other side. Now to our wet bay. So I love the way they make this look with the stainless steel panel. Just looks really nice. Let's go over what's obviously right in front of us right here. First of all, we've got the LED lighting, so if we're doing some of the dirty work here in the dark, we can see what we're doing. So here we have a monitor that lets us know our tank levels. So first we have the fresh is 105, so 105 gallon fresh tank, a 60 gallon black tank, and an 80 gallon gray tank. Then you can see your water. This is where you can turn on your water pump, do the autofill, or you can just do the top off. Lights, you have your security driver light. You can turn that on, and your security passenger driver light. You can turn those on here. You can turn on your generator from here and check your generator hours. And then you can do your tilt. To tilt the coach, basically what's happening, you need to turn your ignition on, and then your back end's gonna raise, or the air suspension is gonna raise in the back end, lower the front end, give you a better tilt for a more optimal angle to dump your tanks. So here's your black tank valve and your gray tank valve. And then these are the resets for those. Now this is for your SantaCon system, your macerator for the coach, which is basically your garbage disposal for your black tank. They give you a little warning here to make sure you discharge the gate valve that it's open and the end cap is removed before you're activating your SantaCon, or you're going to be in a world of hurt. Got some good stories on that. A freshwater tank, so you're just going to be city supply or manual tank fill here. Then you have your hot water tap here you can attach a hose to. You have your external shower here, so you've got your little shower head here, which is nice, great to clean off after a day of hiking or swimming at the beach. And you do have cold and hot here as well. Then inside here we have our cold and hot low point drains, and our gray tank rinse and our black tank rinse. And then we have our black tank rinse low point drain and our gray tank rinse low point drain. And right below that, we have our filter for the coach. And you do have a 2 filter system here, which I'll get to in the next little compartment. And you can see the little pink fluid running through here. We have winterized this coach. And then down here, you can see your stinky slicky or sewer hose. This is where if you had to do a manual dump, you could connect your sewer hose here, thread it through this spot here, so that then you can take it out and plug it into the camp sewer system. But most of the time, you're going to just use your macerator system. That's why they have it. It can, you know, like I said, it's a garbage disposal for your black tank. So you can basically pump things uphill and downhill. But you're going to go ahead and thread this through here and then plug it into the sewer system at the park. So here are your T-bars if you need to use those if you're doing a gravity dump, and then the main T-bar here. Then you've got your water hose, and you're going to be able to thread that through this little grommet right here so that you can easily shut your door, keep all the critters out. So it just go like that. When you're done using that, you're going to hit the power wheel and just tuck that right back in. And I like to put the cap on. So if you want to see how I hook up everything, you may want to watch my RVing 101 series. I plan a trip from start to finish. I go on the trip. You'll see how I hook everything up at the park and then break down the next morning. So if you're new to RVing, that may be helpful for you. And then lastly, this is what you're really going to love, is this manifold system here. So if you are working on, let's say, your washing machine, you can turn off the water to that area only, keep the water going to the other locations. So that is really handy to have when you are in need of service. Here is our 50 amp shore power cord. So what's nice about this, again, we're going to thread this through right here so we can shut the compartment. Now we did option in a 30 amp connection as well. So that's a optional feature. So you can see the 30 amp connection here. So you could plug in right here, thread that through right there so you can still shut this compartment because we don't want critters getting in. So now when I'm all done, ready to break camp, I can just power that right back in. Newmar has gone to a 50 foot, 50 amp shore power cord on all their diesel products. So that's nice, giving you a little bit of extra length there. We also have the SureGuard RV protection transfer switch. So a must, but I also recommend having a second surge guard protector. That will protect you one time, but there's so many electronics in this coach that you just want to have that extra insurance. So you can either put one at the end of your 50 amp shore power cord, zip tie that together. Hopefully, no one takes that. Hopefully it doesn't walk away, or come to National Indoor RV Centers where we can hardwire one into this compartment so that you've got that second layer of insurance. Here we have our cable input, and then in the very back you can see the control management controls for our Silverleaf system, and then the RV power monitor at the very bottom. Also, you're going to notice on the driver's side of the coach that you've got this slipper hinge. This is really nice because your slide room, this is your full wall slide. It's on a hydraulic system. It's going to come out and then it actually drops down. So for you to be able to open your baggage compartments on the driver's side when the slides are out, you've got to have that drop down as well on your doors. So that's why you'll see them drop down as they open up and then lift as they shut. Then we have our pass-through compartment. So again, I'm going to go ahead and bring that out so you can see how far it comes out on the driver's side. Woo! See, nice and far. Like I said before, I can really get to everything that's even on the passenger side because it extends so far. And then it just goes right back in. And we have our second pass-through tray. Again, that's powered as well. I'm not going to bring it all the way out, but love those. And now we have the standard power washer for the King Aire. So King Aire is the only coach that you get this in. I love that they've even got a little tray just like you have in your wet bay to if there's any water, you can easily get that. Very back of this compartment, you'll see that we have the GFCI outlet. So 2 110 outlets. So you'll see this blue filter. This is the carbon UV filter. So you have an additional filter for all the water in your coach. So that's really nice. And then you've got the cutoff system here in the back. And Newmar even gives you a little squeegee for your front windshield so you can keep that nice and crystal clear. Marker light, docking light, and then our fuel fill for the driver's side. Again, 165 diesel fuel tank. And then we've got the exhaust here for our 12,500 watt Onan generator. Now you got your power management system, your fuses for the front half of the coach in this compartment here, and your extra fuses, which are always nice to have. And then all I need to do, I can extend my front cap here, but I do have to be in accessory mode and be aired up to make that happen. Now make sure you watch that exhaust. If it's hot when you're pulling that out there, that you don't burn your leg. All right, so here under the front cap, we've got a few things we can point out. First of all, have our wussy horn. Let me tell you, if I'm driving something this expensive and this heavy, never using that. So I'm going with the air horn right here. Then we have the windshield wiper fluid, the fuel oil filter for our Oasis system, our 12,500 watt Onan quiet generator, and you can add your coolant here, and you actually have a window right here so you can see how full it is. And then you're going to be able to check the oil here, and the oil fill is right there. Then our generator, if you happen to trip the breaker, this is where you would have to pull over and reset your breaker on your generator. You can start and stop it from here, and this is going to show you your generator hours. Here's the cooling system for the dash AC, and here's our hydraulic system and your hydraulic reservoir for your full wall slides and your leveling jacks and your front steps. So I'm so excited to show you the inside of this coach, but at first, a few more things before we step inside. Check out these steps as soon as I open the door. They have a sensor underneath them and on the edge. So if I was parked up next to the curb, if they touch the curb, they're gonna stop coming out. Or if I touch them with my leg, they're gonna stop coming out. So I may do that, stop a little bit before they come all the way down. But the great thing about these steps, well, let me show you. They're awesome. So see, they come out, as soon as I touch, it's gonna stop. So that's kind of a built-in safety feature. It does come down a little bit lower, but as you'll notice, if you've been going in and out of RVs, usually you have to kind of heave yourself up into the coach, not with these steps. They come almost down to the ground, so it's really easy to get in and out. Then I want you to notice the beautiful embroidered leather door. It just looks so nice and high-end, and that beautiful window. And you'll notice that something's missing, no screen door. Well, it's not missing, it's just right here. So you could easily just shut that door like that. Now you've got a screened in window. You can open up your driver's side window, have a little fresh air flow through the coach. So I really love how easy it is to bring out the screen, and then it just looks nice. Plus it gives you great view as you're going down the road because you're not looking through a screen. You'll see how easy it is to step up because the stairs come so low. Let's go inside now and check it out. Stepping into the King Aire, first of all, it's lovely, but I do love that we have nice grab bars so you can safely get in and out of your coach. Love this one with the embroidery and the leather, and then we've got this one next to us. Right when you walk into the door, you're going to see a few buttons here. Now, this one is super important. This will reset your steps. If for some reason your hydraulic steps don't come out all the way, you're going to go ahead and you can reset right there. This is your step well lighting. So now the step well nicely lit, and then we can lock and unlock the cargo bays from here and our battery disconnect for our chassis batteries. So that's really nice that you have it at the front door. You can use it if you need it outside the coach or inside the coach, but this is a 45-foot long coach, and I don't really think that that is sufficient. Make sure you check out my video on Protang fire suppression system. If you know anything about National Indoor RV Centers, you know that we only sell products that we believe in. Make sure you protect your family and your coach with Protang. Give us a call today and we can give you a custom quote for your coach. So as I step up into the cab area, I wanted to go over the storage that we have up here. Also, you're gonna notice right off the bat, the beautiful sable maple high gloss wood doors that just look so high end. Then we have the Girard control for our entry door awning. And a little storage space there as well. The Girard controls for our big Nova pitch awnings. Storage compartment. Then we have our 43-inch Samsung TV. And right up in this compartment, you're going to see a camera here. So that's your camera for your security system. So you can actually see inside your coach. You're going to have a security system on this coach where alarms will go off if you've locked everything with the fobs and the cargo bays. If someone's trying to get into the cargo bays or into your front door, an alarm will sound if they're trying to break in. And then you've got the internal security system with motion sensors throughout. You can turn off those motion sensors if you are leaving little furry friends in the coach while you're away, so they don't keep triggering the alarm. So here's your Wi-Fi Ranger. You're also going to see that video button. You need to have that on if you want to stream your cameras through your MyRosie app. And it is prepped for solar, so if you want to add that, you can easily do that. Here's your over-the-air antenna, so you can just search for local stations. Then you've got another Girard awning control here, so you can turn on your lights with that. You can lock and unlock your awnings, and then you can scroll through your different channels. Remember that Zero will take both those awnings out at the same time, so you can take them out or in and stop them anywhere in between. So let's say you want to see what's happening inside your coach, or if you want to turn on any or see what's happening outside your coach from any of your cameras, you've got to have that video button on, and then through the MyRosie app, you can stream those cameras. So it's pretty cool. Right next to it is the HWH, so your hydraulic system, the master reset switch. So you just hold that for 5 seconds to reset your hydraulic system. So right here we have our battery power. These are basically your reset switches. So like I told you outside, your lithium batteries are going to protect themselves. If they get to where they get to 10%, they're going to cut themselves off. This is where you're going to reset them, is right here. This is where you take out your full wall slide on the driver's side. So out and in, your passenger side slide out, your exterior LED lights, your interior step. So once this is the power on the step. So every time you open up your door, once you're camping at the resort, you don't want that step to go in and out. Once you're at the resort, you just want it to stay out. So you're going to turn that off. And then this is your Wi-Fi router button, on and off. Security sensors, you can turn those off here. So like I said, if you've got a furry friend that you're leaving in here, you may not want those security sensors on. Driver's side security lights, passenger side security light, your driver's privacy drape. So right here, your front privacy drape, your door privacy drape, and your passenger privacy drape. This is a service port where a technician at National Indoor RV Centers can plug into this to get diagnostics from the coach. Welcome to my beautiful luxury condo on wheels. I wish it was mine. I absolutely think this is so gorgeous. And check out the windows. Like, they are amazing, right? I mean, in this setting alone, I feel like I've got the beautiful green out here, the wildflowers. It's just so pretty. One of the experiences I had last week at our Music City Motorhome Expo is I was sitting in a coach just like this with a couple and looking across and then looking out their beautiful windows. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. What a way to travel. What a way to see the country. So I think this is just amazing. Look at the just luxurious living, the design here. I love that we've gone to more linear lights, so you don't have as many of the puck lights, the LED lights. So I just think that gives that a more high-end look. So look at the beautiful, this is the sable maple hardwood with the diamond gloss finish. So really beautiful. You have 3 other choices of wood. So you have the carbon color, you have the Sedona, the sable, and then the chiffon. And you can get all those either in the suede finish or the diamond gloss. Just lovely choices and can't go wrong, promise you. This is the lovely Kensington decor package. You have 3 other decor packages that you can choose from. And you're going to notice that your furniture, this is by Williamsburg Furniture, and then it's all real Italian leather on your furniture. You've got the suede on your window valances that are just very subtle, very bus-like with the big windows. And then you've got the ostrich look, ultra leather in the ceiling. So very, high-end quartz on your countertop and on your tabletop, and the most beautiful backsplash. I just love the finishes of the King Aire. So one of the things that you can do with Newmar is you can customize some of these things. Like this is the standard beautiful matte finish wood look tile floor. If you want a glossy floor, we can put that in there. We can change that out. Again, we have design centers at National Indoor RV Centers, so we can walk you through all of this. But really the King Aire is so nicely appointed. I rarely have to make too many changes because they just kind of hit every mark. It's absolutely beautiful. So I've turned around the captain and the co-captain's chair so that you can join the living room. That gives you 2 more seating spots. Now we did option in the queen size co-captain chair. A lot of people do that because they travel with their furry friends. They want a little extra space there so they can snuggle up next to them while they're driving down the road. What I love about the captain's chairs, when you turn them around, that gives you 2 more recliners. So I can sit back and totally, get comfortable here as if I was in my theater seating. And then I've got the perfect view of the windows or the 55-inch TV. So another cool feature on these captain co-captain's chairs is that they are heated and cooled. So I love that. I'm always cold. And then they also have the massage feature. So while I'm sitting back here and watching my movie, I can turn that on and, have a little massage. Pretty nice. Not the best thing for me while I'm going down the road. That might be a little too comfortable, but I love it when I'm here in the living room. So here in the co-captain's chair, you're going to see this little hole, this little metal device here. That is for a tablet. So you used to have the tray that hooked to the side of the chair that was kind of cumbersome. I never was a huge fan of it. So now they've just given you this. So you just merely put that right in there, and then you can put your tablet on there, attach it how you want. You want to watch a movie while you're going down the road, you can easily do that. Or if you want to, have your own thing going on here while you're sitting around in the living room, you've got your little holder. So that's nice. Then to the left of me, I've got a nice little end table here. So I've got a spot for a drink. I've got my 2 110 outlets, 2 USB charging ports, and a little cubby there for storage. Right here, I've got my thermistor for the living room area. So this is going to communicate with the thermostat, keep it nice and cool or warm in here. And then we have our first control panel. So I'll walk you through a couple of these, but most of them are going to have lighting, shades, fan, systems, which is your water pump, generator on and off, TV lift, theater mode, monitor panel. You can look at your tanks. So they're all going to have kind of the same buttons, but they'll control the certain area of the coach that you're in. So this one, for example, does the shades. This one kind of does more of the whole front part of the coach, the living room shades, and the night shades. So for the cab area, living room area, and the kitchen. You'll also see our built-in speakers. So that's part of the Harman Infinity Dash speaker system, which is phenomenal. So shameless plug here for my daughter-in-law, Aubrey Toon. I'm going to play you a little bit of her song and you can hear how great it sounds in here.
I'll run, I'll run, I'll run, I'll run, I'll run, yeah.
I have to do that because I can't sing like a lick. So, so proud of her. Anyway, amazing sound system. You got to come and try it out for yourself. So we have these big windows because standard in the King Aire are the no overhead cabinets, which gives it more of that bus-like feel, bigger windows. Also in the King Aire standard, you get 2.5 extra inches in the center of your coach from ceiling to floor. And then you get 4 extra inches in your slide rooms. We optioned in the theater seating. These are so comfy. Standard is one big sofa that does have a bed in it, I believe. So now if you go with the theater seating, you're gonna get the tri-fold sofa across from it. Also, you'll get the same thing if you go with the recliners. Theater seating, I prefer a little bit just because they're powered. And I'm gonna go ahead and extend them all the way so you can see. Oh my goodness, they're so comfy. I'm ready to go take a nap. Okay, I'll just stay here for the rest of the afternoon. Seriously, so nice. So the power button is right here in the cup holder. So I should have stayed reclined because I really could have gone into nap mode, because now I can heat my seats and I can turn on the massage features. And you've got 3 different modes there. And then you also can light up your cup holder. Of course, I'm going to keep it on the blue for National Indoor RV Centers. And then you've got storage inside, 2 110 outlets, 2 USB charging ports, and then you've got a control for your Bose sound system on your TV. And right in the corner behind the theater seating, we have the 2 110 outlets and 2 USB charging ports. Let me walk you through one of the control panels so you can see sort of what you're going to get on most of the panels. So I'm going to go to my home button, go to the lighting button. So now you can see that I can control all the lights in this area. Our ceiling lights, dinette lights, accent lighting, overhead lighting, accent 2, courtesy lights, reading lights, and then all accent lights. When you click into 1, 2, see, I can turn them off, I can dim them, I can do whatever, or I can turn them all the way on or just hit them off. So I want to have all the lights on for my video, but really easy to adjust the lighting. And then you have your shade controls. So you have your dinette shade control, your day and your night, your forward shade, your back shade, and then your kitchen and living room, day and night shades. Your fans, so you've got your kitchen, master bath, and your stool room fan. And you can turn the fan on and off. You can use the rain sensor override, and then you've got high, medium, and low. Systems, so you can turn the water pump on from here. You can start and stop the generator, TV lift, and TV lift down, up and down. And then you can go to theater mode. So I just hit the button for theater mode, so you can see it's going to take down your shades, it's going to dim the lights, and really set the nice mood for watching a movie or just a romantic evening. Your monitor panel, this is going to tell you your battery level on your house and your chassis, and then your tank levels. Window awnings, so these are for your exterior window awnings. So for the bedroom awning, the dresser awning, the living room awning, and the kitchen awning. So the dresser and the living room awning are on the driver's side, the bedroom and the kitchen awning are on the passenger side. So you can take them out and in, and then you can also turn the lights on those awnings as well. And then this is going to change the display brightness for this display. So I've got it on low right now. If I hit it the next time, it's going to go off completely. So say I'm in that theater mode and I don't want the display on, I can go there, just hit it again, and it will come on, and you can go back and adjust it. If you want it to go brighter, hit that again. So now for my systems button, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my 55-inch 4K QLED TV with the Bose soundbar. And I love that it just disappears if you're not watching TV, and then otherwise it almost takes up that whole window, so you have a really nice big screen TV. So here's our big TV all the way up, and then we have power on both sides of the TV. I love how they just tuck away, but you've got 2 110 outlets on each side and 2 USB charging ports on each side. Another display panel, control panel here. And then right above that, we've got a motion sensor, and we can enable it right here. All right, so now it's time to get everyone ready for bed. I want to make a sleeping area for my guests. They Velcro off, stay together. Okay, so now I'm just gonna lift here and then pull forward. So you just come down the middle leg, support leg comes out, and then you just pull this leg forward. So now you've got your base. Pull that forward to complete your mattress. Throw on the sheets. And then, like I said, I kind of like to just put this back here to give a nice little like cushy headrest. So if they want to lean up against it, that you can see that you can easily get 2 adults, couple kiddos on this bed. And this is really nice. It's like a memory foam mattress. So it's actually very comfy. For our dining area, we optioned in the Euro booth. You have several other options. You have the power booth dinette, which powers out, so it's really easy, but you do lose your storage underneath each seat. You have the combination desk dinette. So again, just let us help you with that and let you know your options. So you can see that it's, so comfy. Nice and comfy. You got the quartz countertop, nice little ledge here, and some storage underneath. And this is the way that I'm probably going to sit here most of the time while someone's making me dinner. But I think the booth is really comfortable, and you don't have to worry about the extra chairs unless you want to have extra guests at your coach. And if you do, then you can just extend the table. And I do love the way that Newmar does their tables. So you've got your support leg that's right inside. So that is just going to flip down. It magnets up, and you're just going to lift it up. Now you've got that support leg there. I'm going to add my 2 extra leaves. So now you can see that you can easily get 6 people to your dinette. So what's the rule of thumb? I think it's drink 6, feeds 4, sleeps 2. But this breaks all the rules because we could feed 6, we can sleep 4. So really nice and very easy to set up. Right inside the window valance, you've got 2 USB charging ports and 2 110 outlets, and then you have another display panel and a beautiful mirror accent wall. Notice the beautiful tile floors, no carpet whatsoever, which I love, and the great transition to your slide rooms. You also get heated floors, standard, 3 different zones, and it is an electric heat. So it's very even, and it turns on and warms up very quickly. So the kitchen is really a stunner in the King Aire because the beautiful cabinetry with no hardware. I just think it's so pretty. And let me show you the storage that they've given us. So we've got the pull-out tray here, adjustable shelf, so you can take that shelf out completely if you want to put something heavier on that tray or bigger. Another pull-out and adjustable shelf, so nice big compartment here. And then we have our magic microwave convection oven by Viking. So I love that automatic door. And nice Viking convection microwave oven. Storage above it. And then when we want that just to disappear again, we just hit the button and it goes away. Love that. And then check out that beautiful kitchen window. That's an optional feature, but pretty much should be standard because we put it in all of our coaches. I love the backsplash. I just think it's so elegant. And then we've got towers of power on both sides. When you're done using them, you can just push those away. Then we've got our display panel, beautiful quartz countertop, and our covers for our induction cooktop, which second as cutting boards. So dual purpose there, which is really nice. So we've got the Wolf induction cooktop. Now you do need to have pans that a magnet will attach to for it to work on the induction cooktop. But they work really nice. They warm up really fast. And then when you remove the pan, they cool off immediately. Then we've got our covers for our sink. So we've got the stainless steel farm sink with the residential faucets, filtered water. I just love that. Love that we've got the little hose there so that we can get to all those corners and clean that sink up nicely. So then we have the bonus extendable countertop. So how about that? Now we've got this extra space, plus we still get the full extension drawers. We did option in the Starlink system. This is not where I keep it. Soft close drawers. And then if you notice, all the drawers are engraved with the King Aire here. So just makes it look that much more high end. And then the dovetail drawers. We have the pull out, which is really nice for your garbage can. A place for all of your sink covers, so they're not going to rattle around when you're driving, or a place to put them when you're, using your sink and you don't want them on the counter. And then another pull out and a little caddy, so you can put all your cleaning supplies in here. Next, we have our nice big drawer. So right now it's got it full of remotes and all of our goodies. Have the dishwasher. So I love how it just blends in with the rest of the cabinets. You don't even know it's a dishwasher. And then we have 2 more drawers. Soft close. In the King Aire, you get the Viking refrigerator. So nice big refrigerator with all these different compartments. And our freezer with ice maker. And you'll notice that we've got this little black device here. That is going to be to lock our refrigerator and freezer. You don't want those coming open when you're in travel mode. You need to make sure that you have a pre-trip checklist for the exterior of your coach and the interior of your coach. If you want a copy of mine, just email me at Angie@NIRVC.com. And then check out this beautiful pantry that you get in the 4531. So locking shelves, they just push in and pull out. And then you've got the slats below for pots and pans and trays. And you can adjust them if you want to make them a little bit tighter, a little bit bigger, depending on what you're putting down here. Just makes it super easy. Slide them in and out and put them where you want them. So midship here, we have a motion sensor. Then you look at our beautiful ceiling. We've got our galley fan, and we'll have one right inside the still room and then in the rear bathroom as well. Then let's go to the main control panel here. Now, like I said, you can, once you buy this coach, you're going to download my Rosie app, and then you're going to plug in all of your information. You can do about 95% of the functions that you can do on this panel here, you can do from your My Rosie app or from your tablet. Just not something that I'm able to demonstrate because it takes a couple of days to get that to set up. So let's go ahead and go over this panel here. So on the home page, you can see your fresh tank, black tank, and gray tank levels, and your battery levels for your house and your chassis batteries. And then you can see that we're plugged into shore power, and you can see that the power that we're bringing in on each leg. Then you can go to your AC power. Again, it's going to give you the amps that you're bringing in on each leg and the volts that you're bringing in on each leg. And then you've got load shed. So basically how that works is if you're overtaxing the system, it will automatically shed the load. And then you've got your inverter buttons here, and you can turn your inverters on and off from here. DC power, again, is going to give you your state of charge. So we're in bulk charge on both of our batteries. Then we've got our generator, so you can start and stop your generator. It's going to give your running hours, how many hours you're logged on it. And you can go to your auto gen start settings, and you can just scroll through the information, what you want the trigger to be, the state of charge trigger, the top off state of charge, your run time, your quiet time. You can do all that from this page here. Then your water, again, you're going to get your tank levels. You can turn your water pump on and off, and then your autofill or your top off mode. Climate control, so now this you can control the temperature in your living room, kitchen, bath, and bed. So it's really easy. You can go cool or heat, and then auto, set the temperature right there. We've got the cool on, or you can turn the heat on, and then you can set programmable times as well too. So like your day setting, a night setting, a return or away, and a hold. If you have it on hold, it's going to stay on this setting until you adjust it. It's going to stay on that hold setting. Even if you have a programmable setting, it's going to override it. Your block heater, so engine block heater, you can turn it on from here. Batteries, again, that's going to give you some more information on your state of charge for your pack 1 and pack 2. So coach mode, you've got your different scenarios for camping, and it will tell you what you need to have checked or what you need to have turned on. Once you go to that setting and then you activate it, it will do those things for you. So they're kind of like a quick access button, which is really nice. Your floor heat, you have 3 different sections, your front, mid, and rear, and you can adjust that just up or down, super easy. And that comes standard in the King Aire. Then our lights, obviously you're going to have controls for each section of the coach, and you can adjust all the lights. Then your courtesy lights on, all lights off button. Shades, same thing here. You're going to have the different shade buttons, day and night shades for the living room, kitchen, bedroom, bath, and half bath. And then your theater mode, TV lift up and TV lift down. Door locks, so this is nice at the end of the night. If you don't want to go double check the front door, you can just lock all your cargo doors and your entry door from right here, and you can lock and alarm the system. Your fans, so you can control your kitchen fan, storeroom fan, and your bathroom fan. And your awning, so you have your main entry awning, your front awning, your rear awning, living room awning, kitchen awning, bedroom, and dresser. So basically you can take those powered awnings in and out from right here. Then you can go to settings, you can view the clock, test the touch screen, reboot the system from here. Thermistor for the midship portion of the coach. Then we have our central vac connection. You can just attach your hose here and vacuum the front and rear of your coach. And then right inside our stool room door, we're going to have the dustpan. But I did want to point out this handle. I love it. You're not going to catch your pockets on it as you walk through the coach. And I love the detail in the door here. So the pivot door so that you can easily access this bathroom when your slides are in. And then here is the dustpan that I was talking about. You just sweep everything and suck it away. So I love that. Love the interior of the half bath. I love the wallpaper. It's so pretty. You have a motion sensor in here as well. Another control panel, hand towel holder, and then you've got your quartz countertop. Beautiful, beautiful backsplash, your integrated sink, and then we've got the lit vanity. So it's just elegant. And behind that lit vanity, you have tons of storage. Really nice. And more storage here with your 2 110 outlets. Now we've got all the goods in here. So you've got your resettable breakers, you've got your fuses, you've got your GFCI protected outlet for your floor heat, and if you need to reset, those are right there. Everything is nicely labeled so you can see what fuses are for, and then you have the extra fuses. Again, 2 more GFCI resettable 110 breakers, or 110 outlets, excuse me, and then more breakers. And everything is again nicely labeled. And then we have a window that opens here in the bathroom. So you just pull it open like this, clicks over, and now you've got your screen, and then you can pull this open too if you want it to fully open, but the screen's probably plenty, but it's nice to be able to get that fresh air in here. Then we have our porcelain toilet with the push button controls, drawer, another cabinet, and more storage underneath the sink. As I step into the luxurious, beautiful master bedroom, honestly, I feel like I'm in this like high-rise condo. It's so pretty. I do love the privacy doors, so they're just nice and pretty, go along with everything else in this coach. And then we have the beautiful bedding set here that comes in the Kensington decor. Nice big window again in the master bedroom. You can option in overhead cabinets if you want. Again, we just love how this is so light and bright and airy. And then we have the beautiful silhouette shades. So that's just another added luxury feature. And then I still just love the quartz here in the to the side of the bed, and the beautiful side lighting. Everything is just so elegant. Then we have the wireless charging pads on either side of the bed, and you've got plenty of room again that you can make this bed without ripping off your rings. Nice little cubby on both sides of the bed, and you do have 2 110 outlets, 2 USB charging ports inside that cubby with an access port for your cord. Beautiful wallpaper and thermistor for the bedroom, and storage underneath. So you can see I've got the 2 extra folding chairs and your leaves in there. If that's something you're not planning to use, you can store those in your cargo bays. And then you do have the sleep. It's like a sleep number bed with the memory foam on top. So really comfy bed. And then you can set that air mattress to each individual person's liking. Now, one of my favorite features is, if you want to set the mood, is you've got the fireplace and you've got the remote control. So you can be sitting in bed and just click the fireplace on. You can actually have it warm up the bedroom, or you can have it just for ambiance, and you can change the flame color. So right now I've got it cycling through all the different color features. So that's kind of fun. And then you can set the temperature, so there's no quicker way to warm up your coach than with these fireplaces. They are really cozy and will take the chill off your coach in no time. So between the fireplace and then your floor heat, you can turn on your fans and circulate that warm air, and you don't even have to run your furnace. So kind of a nice thing if you just want to keep, if you don't want to have any of that hot air blowing at you. But it's really kind of a fun feature. This is optional, of course. If you want the storage, you can opt for the storage. So we have the slide out control for the bedroom slide on the passenger side, because this side is the full wall slide. Then we have another control panel, which is the exact same as the one that's in the hallway. It's just nice that this is in the bedroom. Say you have guests and you don't want to go outside to access that panel, you can do it right here from the comfort of your bedroom. Another motion sensor, and you can enable that right there if you need to. Storage, and our AV compartment here. So you've got your HDMI cords, your cable input, 2 110 outlets, and then shelves here. And then more storage, adjustable shelf. Then I do love this beautiful countertop here with another window that opens. This can be an emergency exit window. Of course, we have the emergency egress door too. So if you really don't, RVIA standards, you must have one in the bedroom. So that's what that is. And then you have another tower here for power with our 2 110 outlets, 2 USB charging ports. And then we have our beautiful big 50-inch Samsung TV. All right, so let's check out the storage here. I'm just going to open it all up so you can see. There's your top row, soft close drawers. So then we have our 2 drawers here and 2 more drawers on this side. So quite a bit of storage here in the bedroom. Then we have the motion sensor for the master bedroom. Notice again the beautiful ceiling treatment. And one of the things with Newmar that I love is that even when your slides are in, you still have full access to your AC and your heat, because they're underneath these panels in the center of the coach. That's why you'll never see a ceiling fan in a Newmar unit. It's because the AC is directly runs through the center of the coach. You also have the carbon monoxide alarm there, and at the very front of the coach we have the smoke alarm. Just beyond the dresser we have the 2 110 outlets. And then we have the beautiful mirror here so you can check out your outfit before you leave. And you've got the barn door that's very unique, only in the King Aire, for privacy between the bedroom and the bathroom. And then you have another nice mirror here when you close the door. So welcome to the beautiful master bathroom. I absolutely love this. Love the tile floor, and I love the shower. So they call that like a rainfall effect because it's heavier. The tile pattern is heavier at the top, and then it, you know, gently falls down. I just think it's lovely. This is one of the biggest showers in an RV that I've ever seen. So it's 34 by 50. One of the huge bonuses to this floor plan is that you get this big shower. Now I'm going to go ahead and just get inside so you can see. I also love the tile on the floor. Like I said, everything is so nicely appointed that you really don't need to make any changes. It's just gorgeous. So nice big shower. Look at that shower head. Love it. We have the cathedral ceiling, so that gives us some extra height in our shower. And then we have the handheld wand. We have the shower assist handle, and we've got the drop down seat. So if you want to sit down, shave your legs, you can do that, or you've got this little step up here so you can easily do that. You also get the AquaView shower miser. This is a water saving device. Basically, you can turn the knob here so it goes to the recycling mode. So basically what it's doing is it's warming the water, just recycling it through, and then once this bulb kind of lights up, it's sort of like a mood ring. When it lights up, then you turn this over and now hot water will come out immediately, so you don't have to waste any of your freshwater tank or the space in your gray tank while you're getting the water warm. And then you also get the conditioner, body wash, and shampoo dispensers, so you don't have to have any bottles that don't look nice. Okay, this is on my pre-trip checklist. Make sure that shower door is locked, because again, you don't want that flying open when you're traveling. Love that we have the 2 towel bars here and another towel holder here. Washer and dryer. So Samsung washer and dryer. I'm going to open it up. Now this is one of those comments I got from a viewer that said, put your arm inside so we can see how big it actually is. So I do like to see those comments and put it into my video if I can. Smaller washer bin, but I'm telling you, you're going to love having this when you're out traveling. And you do have access to the cutoff for your water and an outlet back here. We have our porcelain toilet with the push button controls, thermistor for the master bathroom, and our toilet paper holder. All right, so here is your emergency egress door right behind the commode. Now this whole valance will pull right off if you need to. I really don't think it's necessary, but if it gets in your way, pull it off. You should practice, you know, the emergency exit, just so that you know what you need to do to get out quickly if you're ever in that emergency. So you just need to unlock it. Door opens. Now you've got a magnetic panel here that's going to come right off. You're going to undo the Velcro, telescope that ladder down, and you're good to go. The ladder does support a max of 300 pounds. Beautiful closet doors. And look at that closet. Cedar closet. We have all these adjustable shelves with sort of our AV compartment up here. We've got 10 available 110 outlets. We have our satellite system, our Starlink system, our lighted wardrobe bar, safe, shoe rack. I love when you have full access to the entire rear of the coach. So that's what's really nice about this floor plan, is that you do get a bigger closet. So look at that beautiful vanity. You have the trough sink, the residential faucets, the beautiful, I love this backsplash. And then the quartz countertop, beautiful backlit mirror. And you've got a medicine cabinet here with 2 110 outlets, GFCI switch inside of there. Another panel here, and motion sensor, towel holder or hand towel holder. And then let's check out the storage below. Look at that, full extension drawers. And 2 more 110 outlets. 2 more 110 outlets on this side. And 3 more drawers. So just a heck of a lot of storage back here. So I always like to show the floor plan with the slides in. This is a 4531. You can sleep and get to your master bedroom if you need to and not have to extend the slides. Then you can obviously get into your kitchen area, full access to your pantry and all your goods there. Full access to the half bath. So no problem there. Full access to your refrigerator. Now it does get a teeny bit tight just right there, but you can get through. You can be in your kitchen, sitting at your booth, in your theater seats, or lounging on the sofa with the slides in. I just wanted to show the beefy slide mechanism on both your full wall slide and your passenger slide. So that's why these slides go out so gently and smoothly when you do take them out, because they are so powerful. One of the other things you always want to check and make sure that you're going to have clearance for your captain seats. You only mess up one time. But look at that, the way it goes all the way over, and then it's going to drop down gently. All right, we're finally to the cockpit area. Lots to go over. First of all, our comfy chairs with the pretty stitching in them. Love that nice, comfortable armrest. So we have all the controls here, forward, back, and then the front of the chair down and up, and then the rear of the chair down and up. This is going to be for our footrest to extend it when we're in the living room position. And then we have our backrest control and our lumbar support. And then we have heat and cool on our seats. So that's just lovely. Now, once you've got this all set just the way you like it, perfect driving position, you can go ahead and make a memory setting for that. So I absolutely love that. So you just hit set and 1. Now you have driver 1 memory setting. So fantastic. What I would recommend is that you set it for driver 1, set it for driver 2. You have 3 memory settings. Third setting, put it in the perfect position so that you can easily turn this around into living room mode, just to make your life easier. So I love that it has the memory settings. You don't see that a lot in motorhomes. Then to the left on my chair, I have got a lever that you just pull up, and that makes it so you can turn the chair into the living room, and you have the control for the massage feature as well. Again, not sure I can do that while I'm driving down the road. might not be as attentive as I should be. So here we have our HWH computerized leveling system. You can just go to, right now you can see that we are in travel mode. You can go to auto level or auto store, manual dump. Now, when you try to auto level, if you get an excessive slope warning, it will light up here. So you may need to move your coach a little bit, try it again. If you've tried it twice in a row and adjusted your coach again, just make sure you're waiting about 20 minutes so that you're not burning up that pump. You can also manually level too if you need to. Then we have our transmission control, Allison transmission. So we have reverse, neutral, and drive. And then you can also go into economy mode, which is, I usually drive in economy mode. And then press your plus and your minus together, and you're going to get information on your oil level, your oil life, filters are good, trans health is good, and no codes. So super nice. Then we have the tag dump. I'm going to always keep that in auto unless I'm in a situation where it's slippery. I want some extra weight on my rear tag, so I may disable it for that. Your engine brake on and off right here, and then you have a low, medium, high. Cup holders, or for me, cell phone holder. But you do have a spot where you can put your cell phone right here. So set it in there, and that is a wireless charging stand for your cell phone. Right next to that, we have our park brake. So you pull to apply, push to release. Then you have the controls for your exterior mirrors and the defrost for your exterior mirrors. Your auto headlights, then your headlights, your running lights, and your off, and then your fog lights. And remember, in the King Aire, you have the cornering headlights and fog lights. Then you can brighten or dim the dash. So say you're driving at night and it's just too bright, you may want to dim it. Your dome light is the light directly above the driver. And then you can you have your intelligent high beams, so you can turn those off, or you can keep them on so that they will automatically dim if you have oncoming traffic. ATC override, this is your auto traction control. And then you have your power window for the driver. Air horn, your battery boost, and your heavy tow. So let's talk about those two buttons. So battery boost is going to be your best friend. If you've left your coach for the day, say you're at Disney World and you come back to a dead coach, never fun, right? So you want to take your battery, your house battery and your chassis batteries, and tie those together to give you enough power to start your ignition. If that doesn't work, tie those batteries together, push your battery boost button, start your generator, let your generator run, charge up the coach, and then start your ignition. So very important. So the heavy tow button is going to keep you in a lower gear longer when you're towing a big stocker trailer or something like that. Then right below that is where you've got your memory settings for your seat. So nice. And we have our USB and auxiliary inputs, and our USB charging port, and then a cubby here for miscellaneous items. Down by my foot here, we've got the Deutsch plug, so technicians at National Indoor RV Centers can plug into that and communicate, get diagnostics from the coach. So here's your cruise control, so you can turn it off, you can have it on or resume. You push in to set, and then you also can flash your headlights from here as well. And then if you're wondering where your hazards are, you're just gonna pull that open, hazards turn on, super easy. Now, this is where people get stuck. They don't know how to get them off because you don't just push it back in. So how do you turn those off? All you have to do is do your turn signal, up or down, and you turn those hazards off. So right here on the steering column, you have the telescope and the tilt. So you can get that to where it's just perfect for you. So we have our quick button for comfort drive, and you can increase the comfort drive or decrease it right here. And then our pedals, so now we can adjust our pedals if we want them closer or further away. Here are your windshield wiper controls, so your windshield wiper fluid and your high, low, and your off. Then we've got our air horn. And then here we have our brights. We can flash our headlights or we can flash our marker lights. Seek and find for our radio, source for our radio, volume control, and mute or pause. So this is where you can control information that you see on your dash. So if you go ahead and click the home button, then you're going to start with your air leveling. So you can click into that. You can go to auto level or high ride, low ride, more. If you go into more, you can see your leveling suspension here. And if you go over to the side, you can auto level, manual, standby, system, or exit. Then we go to our brightness, so you can adjust the brightness of the screen. Message, we don't have any messages. Settings, click in here. So I'm going to go to the top. We have our TPMS. So I'm going to click in here. Now I can see my pressure and my temperature. And then I can also configure my tow vehicle. So right now, nothing is hooked up. So we're going to no, but we want to go yes. Okay. And then we are going to go to tow configuration. Click in. And tow config, click in here. And then 2 wheels, nope. I want to go 4 wheels. So I'm going to lock that in. Back to my settings. And we have our wiper sensitivity, so you can adjust that. Sound, so the beeping sound that you hear, click in and you can adjust that sound if it's too loud or too soft. Units, comfort drive, another place you can adjust your comfort drive. Service, diagnostics, configuration. Trip information for A and B. And then info, if you click in here, you can scan through different exhaust temp, engine torque, transmission temperature, boost, engine oil temperature. So lots of information there. Then your TPMS quick button here, so you can see your tire pressure and temperature. And this is your adaptive cruise control. So here you can adjust your distance. So click in, you can go to medium, short, or disable it. So you do have a keyless ignition. So right now I can turn everything off. If I want to just go to accessory mode, I push the button one time. If I want to go to ignition mode, I push it again. And then if I want to start it, I'm going to go ahead and put my foot on the brake, hold the button in, I get the green light, start the coach, and then when I want to stop it, I can put my, you don't have to put on your foot on the brake, you can just hold the button, but the quicker way is to put your foot on the brake and just stop the engine. So super easy. And you do want to make sure your keys are close enough so that you can use the keyless start, but you don't want to keep them too close to the start because it will wear down the battery. So cup holder or one of our nice little drawers here is a place where I like to keep my keys. So now we have our main display panel here. So we have the controls for our radio, our media center, XM radio, Bluetooth, so we can pair our phone to the coach, HDMI, aux, our camera control, iPod, nav, Mobileye, and setup. So I'm just going to go into a few of these because a lot of them are self-explanatory. So if I go to our camera, you can see all the different camera angles that I can get here. So split screen, four cameras there, and then you can go to the little buttons here. So you can just scroll through whatever view you want to get from your cameras right here at the dash, and even the rear view angle of the rear view camera. So super easy, quickly you can do that. Go back to your menu, your nav button. So you can click into your Mobileye, go into your settings. Now you've got the headway monitoring level, and you can adjust that. Lane departure warning sensitivity level high, so you can change that to low if you want. Speed limit warning, you can set, do you want it 5 over, a 10 over, or if you don't want it on at all. And then obviously the sound, the volume of the warning, and the extended audio warnings. You can go to your aux zone here. That means that you're giving power of the display panel here to the passenger because they have a monitor there. So it's touch enable, or you can disable it so they're not able to control this monitor as well. And then house mode, you go here. So if once you are camping and not driving anymore, if you want to have your radio play in the house, you would go ahead and connect there. Then you've got these quick buttons here for your menu, your navigation, camera, and then your radio. And then you have the power here and the volume control for your radio. How fancy are we? We have a heated steering wheel, which is so nice. On a cold morning to have that warmth there is really nice. Your front fan, high and low, and your overhead fans, high, medium, and low. Your docking lights, courtesy lights, generator start and stop, entry door lock, your driver side visor, your front windshield visor, so sun visor, and then your front windshield nightshade, and then your passenger side visor. AC controls, so the speed of your fan, and then if you want the recirculating air, the AC button, cool and hot, and then direction of the airflow. Nice little storage drawer there, and a little bit bigger one right below it. Love the back blue light for NIRVC. So now in the passenger chair, I have a little bit more room because remember we optioned in for that queen seat. But all the same controls over here. We just don't have the memory setting because you don't really need it in the passenger seat. The massage feature, the footrest, all that. It's just fabulous, wonderful. And then we do have the passenger monitor. So I can control a lot of the same functions that I just showed you on the main monitor right here. So radio controls, I can go the navigation, the cameras, and then I can select the camera view that I want to see. So that's really handy. And I'm basically scrolling through all my options right here with the source button. And you can adjust this. So there's a little lever right here. So you can even turn that so that you can put it like right up here. So it's completely out of your way if you have a bigger cup here, and then just tighten it so it goes right into place. And you have a window that opens here. So nice with the little screen. And then you can remove the screen too if you want. Just adjust this and the screen will go away. And then you can shut that window. So I do love that. Love that I have no screen here when we're traveling down the road. We've got the leather accents here and the whole front dash is leather. So that's nice. Our cup holder and then our step cover. So once I'm in travel mode, I'm going to go ahead and extend that step so that no one falls in the stairwell. And then we have my visor, so I can bring that visor down for a little shade if I need it. Our patio light, and you can do a white light or an amber light. Map light, which is directly above me here. And then we have the ceiling lights all lights off. So that's really nice right when I step in the coach, or if we're getting ready to drive at night, I can turn everything off right there. And then a wireless charging pad. Right behind me, I have the two 110 outlets and the two USB charging ports. And then I've got the 12 volt charger here and my massage feature so I can, you know, quickly fall asleep. All right, now to my favorite part. I get to test drive the King Aire. I mean, I love driving this thing. I can't believe one of my valets said this to me the other day. He's like, I saw you driving the King Aire home from the Music City Motorhome Expo. I was like, yeah. He goes, I didn't think you could drive a King Aire. I'm like, I can drive them all. And that's the whole goal. I want you to come and test drive as well, because I think that's an important part when you're making decisions. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, they're sort of massive, but they fit in the lane. Your turning point is at the center of the front axle. So it's behind me. So you have to put your nose out there a little bit more than you're comfortable with at first. But we've got our 360 camera. Man, when we're backing up, this thing's a dream because it gives you the grid lines, so you really know where you are between the 360 camera and the rear view camera and the grid lines. This is a piece of cake. So take your time. Don't be in a rush. That's when bad things happen. Come out to National Indoor RV Centers and let's go for a drive. Now I'm going to go way out here because I have a tight turn. Okay, I actually killed it. I did great. This is a really tight turn. I can see myself the whole way. I can watch my tire in my bottom mirror. So I never even got close to the curb. That's one of the things you have to get used to, because your tires sit so far back. You think you're going to hit a curb or something, but you're not. You know, give yourself time to get your seat adjusted. Okay, let's hit the road. This is the way to see the country, guys. Sleep in your own bed at night. Stop along the way if you want. That's the great thing about RVing. If you drive through a fun little town and you want to spend more time in it, find a place, find a campground, find even Corps of Engineer Park. A lot of times they have a little place where you can spend the night. So it may not be on your plan, but that's a great thing is you can adjust your plan. Don't be in a hurry, take your time and enjoy the journey. Okay, so I'm coming up to turn here. I've got my right blinker on. You can see on the full side of the coach. You know, I can watch the curve, make sure I'm not gonna even get close to that. I think it's even more important when you've got that blinker when you're changing lanes, because when I throw on that blinker, I can totally see what's beside me. Plus we've got the blind spot monitors in this coach to help you when you're changing lanes, to let you know if there's something in the way. Your 360 camera, collision mitigation, adaptive cruise control, electronic stability control, Mobileye lane departure sensors. Like, there's so many features to make this super easy to drive. Like, it's a no-brainer. And I'm just gonna have my engine brake on here. I'm gonna put it on low, I think. So you can see right now, I don't have my foot on the brake or the accelerator, but I'm almost coming to complete stop here as I'm approaching the stoplight. In fact, I just now am putting my foot on the brake. So it almost brings me to a stop. Nice to have that extra assistance and power for stopping when you're driving something this big. And your engine brake's just super easy. You can keep it on low, medium, or high. So depending on the driving situation, you can adjust that. So now I'm getting on the freeway so I can kind of see. I'm putting on my blinker. Now I'm going to see down the side of me, see that I can clearly get over safely. One of the other things that I always think is good too is you always want to hug the left side of the lane that you're traveling in. You don't want to always be in the left lane because they would be mad at me if I was over there thinking that I'm blocking all the traffic. So you want to hug that left side of the lane. Bad things happen on the right. Way more road debris, tire treads, tree branches, things that can, damage your coach. So you don't want to do that. In the event if you do have a little boo-boo, an accident, make sure your first call is to National NIRVC Centers. We have seriously like artists that in our paint and body department that can make your coach as good as new or better, and the work is warranted for you for a lifetime. Now, if you've watched my videos, you know that I always do the decimal reader. So, see, there's my lane departure. I should be focused, right? So I got an audible alarm. I got the blind spot monitor is going off too. I also got a little alarm in my seat. So a lot of those features, you can also customize them. If that drives you crazy, then you can turn that off, because I'm just, talking enough that I'm veering out of my lane a little bit. I'm doing it just for the example here. But you can, adjust the sensitivity of your lane departure, your adaptive cruise control, your following distance, all those things. So I just did the decimal reader because I always want to know, I want to prove to you how quiet these are. So 61.8. That's going to be as good as your car. So nice and quiet. I'm exiting the freeway now, and I've got a really tight turn ahead of me. So I just want you to see how this handles, that it's no problem. I've got my engine brake on again, and we're just going to gently go around. I'm going to watch all my mirrors here, make sure I'm staying in my lane and being safe. Nice, smooth ride, and literally, it's a dream to drive. So really, the King Aire is your luxury condo on wheels. And the great thing about this Spartan chassis and the King Aire, it's this big semi truck's gonna pass me here. I'm not gonna fill it. I'm not gonna fill it one bit. It's not gonna move me. And then with the comfort drive, it's gonna adjust if I've got a strong wind or camber to the road, it's gonna adjust for me. So here's our trucker friend. They're gonna stay right even with us. So one of the things that I like is that I can adjust my comfort drive while driving if I need to. So it really affects your steering effort a little bit. You can, I like the steering column to feel like have a tighter feel, especially when I'm on the freeway. But when I'm in a parking lot, then I want to go ahead and take it all the way down so that I can literally turn the steering wheel with a pinky finger. So I want you to put something on your calendar for June. So we will be having our Music City Motorhome Expo. It's a RV event like no other. Basically, it's a shopping experience, VIP shopping experience, where you can come out, you can actually test drive the coaches, you can talk to engineers from the different manufacturers, product designers, you name it. You can get all the information in one place to really make an informed buying decision. And so mark your calendars, make sure you're available. It will be in the Tennessee area. Lebanon, Tennessee is where our dealership is, in just outside of Nashville. So we always have great entertainment because it's the Music City Motorhome event. So not only do you get to shop, we're going to feed you all your meals, we're going to entertain you, and we're going to give you the best buying experience out there. So we'd love to have you join us next year. So one of the things that I love about Comfort Drive too is as I'm backing into my spot, now I'm done. I've been turning hard. So now when I let go of the wheel, it's going to go back to center. So once it's back center, now if I want to go straight back, all I do is just go, I know I'm going straight back. And when you go to park these beautiful coaches, you want to make sure your tires are straight, because you're aired up right now, but eventually you're going to come down and you want to make sure that your tires are within the wheel wells. So this makes it so easy. Comfort Drive is awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today on my tour of the 2025 Newmar King Aire 4531. Isn't it amazing and gorgeous and wonderful? I'm sure you're wondering how much this would cost you. Well, current MSRP is $1,789,269. If you want to know how much I can sell it to you for, make sure you call us at National Indoor RV Centers. We have RV lifestyle specialists that are ready and waiting to help you to design your luxury condo on wheels. So give us a call today. We want customers for life. We want you to come and service with us. We want to take care of you really for all of your RVing needs. And remember, we take in trades, we do consignments. We can finance these for 20 years, so don't wait. I can't tell you how many people tell me they wish they had done it sooner. So don't be one of those people. Give us a call today. And remember, with our volume and economies of scale, RVs simply cost less with National Indoor RV Centers. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, help a girl out and click the like and subscribe. Also, check out my RVing 101 series, our paint and body series, and our In Club video. Thanks so much for watching and have a fabulous day.